So guys, there's one more that I was hoping to find. I always forget where it is. Oh well, it's not terribly important. All right. Great. Okay. So, sorry, technology always throws me some curveballs. I've got you guys projected on my wall so that I can see you really well, but for some reason, it's chopping you off at the chest. So let me see if I can fix it. It doesn't allow me to test all this stuff before I let you in, so that's the problem. Ah, there we go. Much better. Okay, it is better. Ellis, I need you here in my apartment with your expertise for production. Okay, actually we got it now. Great. It always reacts a different way. So I need to sit and breathe. All right, let's expand and compress. All right, let's bow in. Shoulder knee. There. Delicious. Right, and stretch forward and turn. Other side. Leaning back and turn. Other side. Right forward. Twist toes. And legs wide. Toes. Other side. Down the center. And back. My feet together. Draw your center towards your feet. Open the rib cage. Turn more. Again, other side. Turn more. Loosen the ankles. Other way. Bend the toes. Other way. Lengthen them. Open them up. Side massage. Right. And pataku. Foot. Both ways. Stretch the toes. Other way. Lengthen them. Widen them. Light massage. Light pounding. Shake it out. Right on your stomach. Right. Rise up. Back to the side. Other side. Right, alternate. Right. Child's pose. To the side. Other side. Drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. Right. Drop the shoulder and roll the arm. Other arm. Right. And on the toes, squatting. Right. Circle knees. Other way. Both ways. Right. Bend down. Touch toes. Bend again. Touch toes. And toes out, knees out. Bend. Up again. Legs wide. Bend one knee. Other side. I drop the shoulder. Alternate. And all the way down. Other side. Back to the center. Keep the body on the center line. Drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. And alternate. And then drop the hips as far as you can. As low as you can. Then stretch them out. Stretch, push your knees out. Get a good stretch on the inner thigh. Scoop it up. again, and this time weave the arms. Step forward, stretch to the outside. Other side. Again. And again. And hands like this. Up. Feet parallel, straight. Balls of the feet and the heels. Alternating. And side to side. And then this one, rolling an arm, rolling the other arm. And the wrists. Other hand. And then we can just let it turn down this time. It's been great. Yes, good on this other hand. This is called the nice stretch, isn't it? And then I didn't do this one, did I? I do these in a different order every time. Okay, thanks, Ben. This is Nikkyo stretch, isn't it? So anyway, prepare ourselves. Then Sankyo stretch. Other hand. And this is just a nice stretch. Other hand. And again. And again. Nice, shake them out. Again. And again. And the rolling exercise. So left foot forward. And we want it forward by 4, of course, 65 degrees off the center line with this foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do this recently. I've been doing this with you guys. Raising the shoulders up to the ears, sending them back, and sending them down. Should feel really great. The more time you're on the screen today, the better it should feel. Here we go. A-ho, 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 A-ho. Okay, left foot 65 degrees, right foot 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders up to the ears, back, down. And then the trick is to see if you can keep them. I see you two both working at that, but let me just emphasize it, that as soon as you reach forward, oftentimes the chest collapses. So next time you're on a class with Newmont, hopefully I'm a good example too, hopefully, but also I can say for sure that Numata Sensei is an excellent one to watch in this regard. He always keeps a great space between his ears and the shoulders, and the chest is always expanded. Anyway, so let's keep working at, even though the hands are reaching forward, chest is expanded. Here we go. Hey ho, 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 Hey-ho, 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 hey-ho. Inhale. Again. And again. So let's start with Joe tonight, with the actual Joe kata. This is it 14 steps or 16 steps that we have now? So, and we do it all together. Hi, here we go. Nice. And it goes vertical. Yeah, and the left arm. Yep, great, great. Okay. Oh, and just in case I forget, Ellis, I didn't see the order for this. It looks like it didn't go through, so let's make sure to talk about that afterwards, or send me a text or something. So yeah, you had said you wanted a Joe. Anyway, okay, so let's do the kata. So make sure that you're in the right place that you need to be, so that you don't smash through your drywall or something. And we'll start out slowly. And remember, the Joe is right next to the fingers. My brain is going in Japanese and English at the same time. Toes. In Japanese, they're yubi, and these are yubi, but toes. So anyway, right next to your toes is where the end of it goes. And feet are 90 degrees. So that puts our body at about, or that puts our body at about 65 degrees off the center line. 65 degrees that way. Yeah. You know what? Actually, I'm not sure. But anyway, translating from Dumata Sensei, he always says the body is almost 90 degrees. Okay? So the body's not completely 90 degrees like the front foot. It's off a little bit. Okay? And then put a little bit of, make your knees loose. And back of it come right up to your hand. And then the hands go to each end. And we'll do slowly first. Right. 1. Yeah. And make sure that your hips are forward as well. Keep the hips over the shoulders over the hips. Then 2. There you go. Yeah. And 3. Let's just take it that far. Let's really pick it apart a little bit now. Very nice. An interesting thing, and it looks like maybe you guys are already doing this, but just in case, again, because depending on what angle I get, I can monitor some things and not others. When I was in the dojo, I just walk around and then I get all angles. But anyway, the forward strike, one foot is bent and the other foot is straight. Forward leg's bent, back leg is straight. Then we retract and step back, and then the backward strike. Again, I think very interestingly, the forward leg is bent, backward leg is straight. We don't go like this to hit back here. I don't think you guys are doing that. But anyway, it's a very interesting point, actually, that in a sense, our intention is going this way. From here down, it's like forward intention. But our weapon is going backward intention. So I find that kind of profound. So anyway, so that's the one point. The other point to keep in mind, Ben, I think you've already got this as far as I can tell. Ellis, you're a little bit newer to the whole Zoom Joe thing. So make sure that when this is up, that it touches your body, and then it glides right past your body. Otherwise, the hips start to pull back, and then you've got this space here, and your alignment can be even just slightly off. So when your alignment is even slightly off, then it's amplified. So anyway, let this graze right along your body. When you pick it up, it touches the body, and then it strikes out here. And we want to be now still in Irimi body. So chest is almost 90 degrees. Irimi body. And the jo is on the same line as our center line. If we were to draw a line on the floor for our footwork, the jo is there. It's not out here, it's here. Yeah, and the shoulders are down away from the ears, just like when we did the rowing exercise. Okay, so let's do 6. Let's do that on both sides, and we'll do it slowly. Up, let it rest against the body, and then go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 4, 5. Same, just the other side. 6. Yeah, great. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Let go with this one, let it swing. 4, 5, 6. Yes, good. Backhand rolls over to take the other grip as we retract the foot. We block. And kesa. Freeze for a moment. Check your front foot. It should be exactly straight. And the jo should be on this line here, your center line, but up here. And now your back foot should be 65 degrees. This was kesagiri. So we're in hammi body. Easy to end up in irimi body. And every now and then somebody ends up in shoman body. But we want to be in hammi body. Yes, looks good. Roll the front hand over and over to here. Yes. Let it swing. Freeze and check to see if you're in hammi. Is the front foot straight? Not doing ballet like this or tightrope walking. And is the back foot 65? Yes. And then Ellis, it could be that your bottom hand is like right on your navel center line, but it should be to the side of your other side. The side of your foot. Yeah, not so far. Okay, so just a review. This is our center line, intersects with my belly button. If I've got my back foot straight, if I've got both feet straight, this is my center line. If I drop the back heel and have my back foot at 65 degrees, my center line just moved over, didn't it? Okay, so that's where we want this bottom hand. Yeah, And again, this is hard for me to monitor exactly because, like, if you're over here from your camera, or if you're over here from your camera, especially if you're here from your camera, it's kind of hard for me to judge. So I monitor as best I can, but you also, yeah, so it should be to the side so that this is all the same line. Okay. And then let's start again and go that far. All right. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 4, 5, 6. 7. 8, 9. Yes. Nice. 10. Okay, that's 10. Then we're going to bring the forward foot back, and we roll both hands over. So this hand doing that, and the other one doing the same thing. Okay, so we just finished here, right? Yeah. Okay. So then we roll, and again hamme body, and a strike to the side of the head, the temple. Kesa. So my right hand is the forward hand, my right leg is forward. There you go, Alice. Yeah. Okay, then we retract the foot and we retract the jaw, and we roll both hands again. And Kesa again. With the left foot forward now. Okay, yes. Then this time we roll only the forward hand, because this time our new forward hand has this grip rather than this grip. Okay. One more, and then we'll stop and clean things up. Retract the foot. Don't change the hands at all. We just take them to the end of the jaw. And Kesa again. Yes, yes. Good, Alice. This grip. Yes. Okay. So there's a little bit more to clarify then. Alice, I'm not sure if you got this information or not. And in fact, I've only done it a little bit with Ben. But this grip is called Jun-te. Te is hand. And Jun can be written in different ways with different meanings. But in this case, Jun is written for proper or correct. Okay? But it's meant as a basic way, foundational way. So for example, when you hold your sword, you hold it like that. But if we change, if the hand is like this is called sakate. Okay? So Jun-te, sakate. So those last 4 counts of the kata, we did this sliding movement, a sliding kisagiri. We did here, which is we're holding it with Jun-te. And then to do the other side and with Jun-te, we needed to roll both hands over the ends of the jo, and that resulted in Jun-te again on the other side. It's kind of complicated. And then we retract the foot in the jo, and we only roll this hand because the next 2 strikes are going to be sakate. Yes. And this time we don't have to fuss at all with the hands except for drawing it back, because this is going to be sakate again on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, right hand forward and then kesa with the left. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's run through them again. Nice, Ben. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll the backhand over. Lock 7. Yes. 8. Roll the front hand over to sakate. 9. 10. Good. Retract. Roll both hands. 11. Retract. Roll both hands. 12. Retract. Only roll the left hand. Sakate. Sakate. Yeah, there you go. Don't switch the hands at all. 14. Good. Great. Great. Let's do it one more time. I have an idea of, I want to switch the theme, but let's do this at least one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yes. 8. 9. Yes. 10. 11. Good. And by the way, Alice, what I didn't explain, I realized, is that this is a sliding hand strike. Well, like that. Yeah, and then even sakate, it's a sliding hand strike. Yes, 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 there it is. Okay. Okay, let's do it again. I'm glad I said at least one more time, so it gives me the freedom to continue. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, nice pen. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll both hands and a sliding kesa. 12. Oh, maybe it's 11, maybe. And then roll both hands again, sliding strike. Roll the left hand only, sliding strike sakate. Don't roll either hand, sliding strike sakate. Yes, good. Let's do one more. Getting better each time. And Ben, since you're so comfortable with the choreography of this, a couple of points that I'm working on that are hard for me to see whether whether you need to work on them too or not. But anyway, one thing is that I'm finding that on my first strike, it's very easy for my hand to be too far away from my body. We want it to end right here, about 1 fist width away from the body. So I keep correcting myself on that. And so I want to embody that so that I don't need that correction. It just ends right there. Then the other thing that you and I spoke about, spiraling this hand. So, okay, which actually, yeah, it's harder to send it out too far anyway, if I remember to spiral. So those are a couple things that I'm working on, and as usual, I'm working on keeping that front foot straight. So let's do it again. Get your shoulders over your hips over your knees, and knees over the ankles and feet. Yeah, and at the same time, stretch the head upward. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll the back hand, 45 and back. 8. Roll the front hand, 45 backwards. 10. Roll both hands, sliding strike, 11. Roll both again, 12. Just roll left, 13. Don't roll either one, 14. Yes, nice. Good. Okay. So, I want to transition here. But before we put the dough away, Ben, you've been using it so much now lately on Zoom. You're pretty comfortable with it. There could be a little bit of arm power, a little bit too much arm power that you use. I'm not picking up on it so much though. But Ellis, that's the next thing for you is you're defining your movements, which is excellent. Don't confuse that definition of of doing it with the arms. So keep those lines clean, and as you continue practicing this and repeating, see if you can do less and less of like this kind of feeling, and more of the it uses the leverage. It's almost like using your body with this seesaw kind of leverage feeling, like using your body as a fulcrum. But anyway, keep that in mind so that it just stops. And then one of the new words that I've learned in Japanese is kakusokudo. I didn't know it before, and I was the translator, and I couldn't figure out what he was talking about. I had to look it up. Anyway, it's the law of acceleration. And so Numata Sensei now has used that expression many times. And what it is, you know, if you've got a convertible, for example, the easiest example to understand, although it's a bit gruesome, the convertible car is going along and it suddenly runs into a wall, and then whatever's in the convertible flies out. It keeps moving, even though the car has stopped. So that's how we want these strikes to be, or some of them anyway. So when this one stops, for example, you don't have to do it with your arm. There are certain things built into some of these where it's as if the acceleration could take it further. But if your arm is doing all the work, then it kind of dulls that potential. So just something to keep in mind as you continue to repeat this and embody, as you begin to embody this. So okay, let's stop with the drill for a moment. I stop. And let's set it aside. Let's get a towel again. I'm not sure if we've done much with the towel with Ellis, but I seem to remember doing it once or twice, right? So yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna get mine from in here. Here it is. Okay, great. So anyway, we've been doing so much Joe, and I just wanted to kind of, you know, switch it up a little bit. Great. Yeah. Yeah. The longer the towel is, it's like the long towel is a better amplifier. So that's great. Great that you've got a long towel now. Okay. So this might be completely review or maybe something new. I can't quite remember who's done what. But anyway, let's just either hand, but why don't you, let's match our front foot, our foot in our hand. In other words, if the right foot is forward, let's put the towel in the right hand. And then let's just hook our thumb into our belt right at the knot. And that's just so that we are more honest with ourselves, or we can see the, we can see actually what our weight is doing. So we can just move forward and back, and take note of your towel as you do this. Of course, the towel is swaying. And something else, actually it won't affect the towel, I don't think, but as long as we're doing this, be careful that you don't do it this way. Okay, we want to keep the hips at the same level. So shifting forward and back, as much as possible, we want to keep the hips at the same level so that we're not bouncing. Right now, the hips, if the hips were drawing a line in space, they would be making an arc like that. But now if the hips were drawing a line in space, they'd be making more like a line. Yeah, a straight line, in other words, horizontal. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, then switch the hand, switch the foot, and left tummy. And by the way, as I just said, this is hummy. So our body is hummy body. So actually, you know what? We could just put it, well, doesn't really matter. It can be behind the belt, behind the knot, or to the side of it. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and check the towel. You can see that the towel is moving. It's swaying back and forth. Okay, simple, and I think we've done it before. Great. Ben is already going. He's on to the theme where that I'm going for. So let's now just by just even the slightest turn in our hips, even though we're still facing forward, we can get the towel to swing forward to the outside of our knee, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Okay, I'll give you the side view. Outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And feel free to switch to the other hand. Obviously, if this is uncomfortable, just occurred to me, you know, Alice, of course, if this aggravates your old injury, then don't do it. But it's looking good. It's looking like it's no problem. Wow, great. Yeah. Okay, great, great. So the reason that I have people put their hand here and stable, or what's the word, you know, make their hand stationary, is so that we truly are investigating just this movement, shifting the weight. I tried it with the kids one day, and they went like this, and you know, yeah, I got it, Sensei. My towel's moving all over the place. It didn't move their knees at all. So let's switch now to the sword. let's use a book though.はい、お願いします。Okay, then we're going to do C pattern. So might be easy to have forgotten it. We haven't done it in such a long time. Anyway, we'll start with the right foot forward. You step and do tenkan and kesagiri. Then we leave our feet right there. Let them glide along the floor to an uppercut. Okay, let's do the other side. Left foot forward. Step with the right. And then tenkan as I cut. Leave the feet there and just turn your body. And kiriage. Yes, I think so, Alice. I think so. Ben looking good. Okay, and oh, you know what? I'll start from here. So sometimes people find it helpful if I start here. So I've got my right foot forward, step with the left, tenkan, and cut. Then I leave my feet there and cut with the upper. I do upward cut. Okay, let me review a couple things, especially for Ellis. So Ellis, in the dojo, I never, in fact, I hardly ever used to use the word tenkan. I would just show something and like do it. But on Zoom, it really requires a whole different way of teaching. So maybe review for you at this point, maybe new, I don't remember now what you've seen on Zoom. So anyway, this is called tenshin. When we take this back foot, we move it behind our forward foot. Most people want to go this way. That's the natural reaction. But instead, tenshin, we take the back foot this way, but only 45 degrees off of the center line. Okay, that's tenshin. Or if we've got our left foot forward, and we do tenshin here. Okay. Yes, exactly. And then tenkan, which like every instructor tells their students what tenkan is, but at the dojo, I never used to explain it. I just would do it. People would move that way, and I was happy with that. In fact, I tried to analyze as little as possible when we were in person. Anyway, tenkan, instead of 45 degrees, it's about 165 degrees. You could think of it as 180, but that really kind of tweaks the body. So back foot comes around to here. Okay. Or if I have the left foot forward and I do tenkan, then it's that much. So when we teach beginner people, we usually just start right from here. And then we say, for example, tenshin. Or the other side, tenshin. Or we start from here, tenkan. We start from here, tenkan. But as people progress, oftentimes we put a step in there with the other foot before tenshin, before tenkan. So here on Zoom, we're normally starting with the right foot forward, and we step with the left, then we go into tenshin or tenkan. Or we start with the left foot forward, take a step with the right, and tenshin or tenkan. Okay, so anyway, this one is tenkan. So right foot is forward, we step with the left, and then we take tenkan. Then we just turn our body, leave our feet where they are, and cut up that way. Yeah, there, yeah. So now we're facing about 45 degrees off of the camera line. Looks like you need to turn your hips a little, keep turning, oh. Yeah, now turn your hips more, leave your feet right where they are. Turn your hips towards your plant, past your plant, keep going, oh, keep coming towards the camera. Yes, more in that direction. Continue, 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 so that you should be in right hummy now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. And let's do left foot forward. In fact, yeah, let's put the sword down. Left foot forward. Step with the right. Tenkang. So now I'm in right hummy. Leave my feet there, but move my body 180 degrees so that now I'm in left hummy. Without any steps whatsoever. There, yeah. Okay, let's do the right foot again. Right foot forward. Step with the left. Tenkang. Leave your feet there. Now you're in left hummy. Leave your feet, but move your body until you're in right hummy. There it is. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Then pick up the sword again. Right foot forward. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing then, how to coordinate the cuts with the steps. So, right foot forward. We step with the left and the sword goes up. Then when we do Tenkan, we're going to do Kesagiri, coming from our left ear, down diagonally. But it's going to look like this because we're turning. So it's just Kesagiri, but the body turns, Tenkan. So looks like that. Then we leave the feet there, turn the body so that we come into right hummy, and we cut up. Yes, nice, Alice. Yes. It's funny, we all have these, these obstacles. Let's see, that was right foot forward, yeah? Oh, okay. Now left foot forward. Step with the right. And Kesa as we do Tenkang. Leave the feet there, which turns you into left hummy. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's just do a couple more of those. Let me look at the time. Oh, maybe one more. Right foot forward. Step. Tenkang. Kiriage. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Left foot forward. Step. Tenkang. Kiriage. Yeah, nice. Okay. Let's set the sword aside and back to the towel. Okay. Let's have the right foot forward and the towel in the left hand. So this will represent our partner's neck or far shoulder. So we step, place the hand on the shoulder or neck, tenkan and cut. And then kiriage. And you come around. Okay, towel in the right hand, left foot forward, And if you like, you can imagine a strike coming. Shomen is an easier one for eating minage. So Shomen is coming. We step in. This hand goes on the shoulder or the neck. Tenkan. Kiriage. Here. Okay. It's the same footwork that we just did. Right foot forward. Step. Tenkan. Leave the feet there. Turn. Yes, Ellis, nice. Okay, the only thing that I'm doing differently now from when we just did this cut, when we had the sword, we were turning and doing an upward cut or kiriage. But now I'm putting some more play in that front knee so that when I do that upward cut, that final kiriage, I come back to this that we did at the beginning. Here, upward cut. And it requires, I'll do it from this angle, it requires an exaggerated bending of the knee. So from here, after my tenkan and my cut, I do this upward cut. Yes, nice, Alice. Goes from here to here. Yeah, and I'm letting the towel go here or even here. Actually, you're gonna make it unreasonably difficult if you keep the towel over here on this side, so you can cross it over your body. Okay, I'm gonna switch, left foot forward, towel is in the right hand. There it was, Alice, yeah. Okay, step, tenkan, and nice bend, yeah. Where are we, time-wise? Oh man, let's just do two more. Right foot forward. Step, cut, and tenkan, kiriage. There it is, Alice. Nice, yes. Left foot forward, towel on the right hand. Kesairi, kiriage. Yes, looking good. Yeah. All right. Let's wrap it up. And let's sit. All right. Press. Get that space between your shoulders and ears. Right. Let's bow out. Right. Shomen ni. Right. Right. ありがとうございました。はい。All right. Feel free to unmute if you like. Looks good.